Well, look who finally made it over to another app. After years of y'all asking over on the other apps of my short-ish, long-ish form videos for pelvic floor content, education, motherhood, ministry, all the things, I have finally taken the leap to dive into this app. So let's just start off with a brief intro, shall we?
Lord, I feel you. Yes, I feel you.
My name is Jemila Medley. I am a mom of 3 boys. I'm also a pastor's wife, and my credentials as far as pelvic floor therapy comes is I'm a pelvic floor occupational therapist, so I have my master's of science in occupational therapy, and then I specialized in pelvic health postgraduate. I'm also a pre and postnatal exercise specialist, and I am a diastasis recti expert, so I specialize in the treatment of diastasis recti. And I'm a former dancer. I danced since I was 5 years old. I danced professionally for the NBA for 4 seasons back in what I used to call my prime, but now that I'm growing to be more wise and into like this mom of 3 nature, I'm actually realizing that I'm in my prime now. We can dive deeper into that in another video. But I'm also a worship singer and songwriter. I used to write my own worship music. I still do some writing occasionally. I absolutely love to sing. Singing is something that I also started at a very, very young age, along with dancing, acting, modeling. I was very much so one of those like childhood, like musical theater people. I'm grateful to the Lord because if it wasn't for the discernment that he gave my parents, I definitely would have been probably one of those childhood actors that ended up having a whole bunch of trauma and things from the industry. So anyways, I say all that to say, I forgot to mention that I used to be a certified personal trainer. I used to also teach group exercise classes. So I used to teach Pure Barre. I used to teach different kind of Les Mills classes at the gym. I used to teach another type of bar, Pilates. And so I have been through it when it comes to like the fitness, wellness industry. I've also worked in food and beverage. Fun fact, I was a waitress for like 12 years in the midst of all of this because waitressing paid for my undergrad. I'm still in a lot of debt from grad school. However, it did help me through college and to be able to afford life. And so I'm forever grateful for the experiences that I've had. Anyways, now in this season of my life, I educate moms, I educate women on their pelvic health, on how to connect to their bodies, how to prepare for birth, how to feel their best during pregnancy and postpartum, and how to appropriately heal in the postpartum phase as well, because this education isn't just given out to women. As far as I'm concerned, I feel like we are just at the start of advocating and educating moms, educating women on what they should and should not be doing during pregnancy and postpartum to feel their best, to prevent issues from occurring, and to have a good quality of life. So that is my mission. That is my brand, is to educate women. In educating women, I also share a lot about my faith. I share where the Lord takes me and my husband and our family in ministry and in our day-to-day lives. I do a lot of vlogging on the other apps, and I plan to share more of that here, just of how I prioritize myself as a mom, how I prioritize doing my skincare, taking care of myself, my exercises, and just sharing pieces of my life that the Lord asked me to share, and the things that the Lord is doing in my life. Because if you potentially are someone who knew me in like high school, you know that I'm not the same person, and none of us should be. We are all different than we were back then. There is growth, but there is so much that the Lord has done in my life, and I love to just be that spiritual big sister to encourage other moms and other women. So if that is your vibe, then you have reached the right channel. So if you will, hit that subscribe button, share with your friends or any other moms that you know that could use this encouragement, this education, and information.
Yes, I